Hello everyone, today I want to talk to you about a book that helped me to overcome some particular health problems that I have had and afflicted me plenty over the previous years. I will try to keep this video as short as possible because judging by myself, I prefer to do almost anything else than spending time with matters that have to do with my health. For the last 5 years, I have had weird pains. I'm calling them weird because they spanned nearly the entire right side of my body. You can think a vertical line that begins from the back of the right side of my head, beside my ear, and under the right side of my mouth. And from there, you can think a line that goes behind my right side of my neck, stretching behind my right arm, and then going through the right side of my back, reaching the right side of my butt, and continuing over my right foot up until my right knee. Besides these symptoms, I also had other things, such as frequent, intense headaches, pains in the area of my heart. I also had some infection in my heart at a certain time. My point is not to tire you with my symptoms. The important thing is that throughout all these years, I had visited numerous doctors about all this, and each doctor put me through the standard testing procedure. They told me to do blood tests, urine tests, x-rays, ultrasound scans, magnetic scans, etc. Unfortunately, the majority of the tests did not show anything, and so all the doctors were saying that I was fine. Some of them prescribed anti-inflammatory drugs and antibiotics, if I remember well. And by the way, up until now, I think I have not even told you about the title of the book. The book is Never Be Sick Again by Raymond Francis. So I stumbled upon a talk of Mr. Raymond Francis on YouTube, and that was the beginning of the solution for my case. I strongly suggest, if you are suffering from any chronic disease, and even if you don't, even if you are just interested about health, to go and see the talk that I will link below. With this book, I found not only a solution to my problem, but also a framework about living the life the way that I should have. In this book, you will learn that, first of all, there are not millions of different diseases, as we believe. Instead, there is only one disease, and that is the malfunctioning of the building block that makes our bodies, which is the cell. The cause for this malfunctioning, the reason for this one disease, actually there are two reasons. One is deficiency and the other is toxicity. Deficiency refers to the problem that in our modern lifestyles, we do not provide to the cells the nutrients and the substances that it needs to function properly, as nature has intended. And the toxicity refers to the problem that we inject and load our bodies with substances that damage our cells and also kills them. The knowledge of how these two factors affect us can make us heal practically any disease. In order to do so, we have to work daily upon 6 different dimensions. And these dimensions are Number 1, nutrition. Number 2, toxicity. Number 3, physical exercise. Number 4, psychology. 5, genetic potential that we all have. And finally, medical treatment. I can't really convey to you through this short video all that I would like to do. Again, I strongly suggest that you watch Mr. Francis talk. This is where I also started, and I immediately felt that this was the direction that I had to take to remedy myself. I want to close this with maybe, in my opinion, the most important thing that Mr. Francis writes in this book. You are in charge of your health. If you want to be well, you have to take the responsibility for it and not leave it and delegate it at least 100% to other people, like doctors. Interestingly, I had concluded to this for other aspects of my life, like for example finances. It seems that the same advice holds the same value for health as well. If you liked my review, press the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you, and see you in another video.